So, like, when I made my initial video on the little press release that Mattel made for the new Thomas reboot back in, I don't know, I don't even remember, I just know it was, a while ago. I could go, pull it up right now. Yeah, I'll pull up. 6 months ago, in January, at the very end of January, I talked about the new press release that Mattel put out, and like many other people in the fandom, since they kept producing toys and stuff and not really saying anything other than giving us renders and the die-cast motorized range, I just thought that they weren't going to say anything about this reboot until it actually comes out. And as a matter of fact, I was planning on doing some sort of follow-up video, but since literally everyone else in the fandom is doing it, well, not everybody else, but, a lot of people were making videos around the time I thought of doing that. So I thought I would just wait until it comes out. And then I decided to open YouTube, decided to go watch some Kilgruz, and the trailer just dropped. Yeah, that's interesting. So since literally everyone in the fandom has been talking about the trailer, I think I should maybe give my insight on it and give you guys my unfiltered thoughts. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Thomas the Tank Engine. Join me on Sodor.
Okay, so going off of the first couple seconds, there is already a lot to say here. First of all, there's a massive sign behind the sheds. I don't know why, but there just is. The track looks very similar to the track, CGI assets used in the CGI series. That's kind of cool. When we look at the sheds, Henry is back. The GOAT! Rosie, Percy, Gordon, and James are in the shed. And I'll be honest, looking at their renders, I feel a bit more positive about their designs rather than only having the toys as, reference. There's also a little separate shed for Bruno. So, you know what? I like that. I'm glad that Bruno's in this. He's, the only all-engines-go newbie who I actually liked. So I'm glad that he's here. Some random note, we have some workmen bopping about. We have a flatbed right there. And the red branch line coaches are both in the first shot and when he spins on the turntable. Another thing I want to note, very briefly, while he's turning, we can see the little shed that was beside, the little building that's been beside the sheds ever since season 1. From what we can see, it looks kind of like the season 2 layout. It's or maybe they're basing off of Wonders of Sodor. I know that the season 2 version and the Wonders of Sodor version are very similar, so they could be basing it off of the Wonders of Sodor thing. But then there's also the CGI stuff, like the fuel tanker right there. There's also the voices, but I'll talk about those later in the video.
Around every bend, there's someone who needs help.
Okay, so when I first saw this frame, I lost it because drivers exist again. Not really much to say here other than the fact that Henry Studdle is here. Cool.
I can be a helper.
Problem to solve.
Thank you both.
Our pleasure.
Okay, so first, Farmer McCole and Katie the sheepdog are back. It looks accurate, I guess. And, Wellsworth is back. They even got the little bridge from the CGI series. Yay, we have some non-Tin the Sheds or Brigham Docks or Natford Station locations being in this and being pushed in the marketing. Let's go.
And no one is more excited to help than Thomas.
Full steam ahead!
Alright, so Natford's looking real good. I don't really know what else to say. Rosie is pushing some tan branch line coaches. Yeah, remember when tan branch line coaches that weren't Andy and Clarabelle were used? I think they were only used in, like, Season 1. Actually, no, they were used in Season 2 a couple times. So yeah, it has been 40 years, 40, since we saw tan branch line coaches that weren't Andy and Clarabelle. So it's cool that they're in this. I do have to ask, two things. One, why is the guard's flag blue? And second, why isn't Thomas pulling Andy and Clarabelle? We know they're gonna be in this, so, like, where are they?
Join Thomas and his friends.
We're a team here on Sodor.
For exciting adventures.
Okay, so, firstly, in this shot, the crane, truck driving next to Thomas, I believe this is one of the new characters that Mattel, listed the names of. The only ones at the time I can remember are, like, Crane Truck J, I know there's a second Crane Truck, Anil, and, like, Brian. No, I'm not joking. I'm pretty sure that that's Crane Truck J, or the other Crane Truck that I don't remember the name of. Also, I admittedly like Topham's new voice, and I kind of like his new character rig. Also, there's a worker fiddling with Gordon, his undercarriage there. So, nice. We're really seeing more of a human aspect return to the show, instead of All Engines Go, where it's just Carly and whenever that little gremlin was fixing everything.
Unexpected surprises.
You saved me. We thought you might need help.
And songs you'll be singing long after the journey ends.
Thomas, I'm a helpful engine. Let's have fun and get things done.
So, just by going off of that, Gordon's Hill is here. Everyone's favorite location. Actually, no, that is actually a pretty iconic one, you know. Yeah, it is everyone's favorite location. But, that's here. Also, there are songs in the show, it seems. The little, the one they sung briefly, was low-key kind of fire. I like how only passengers in the first coach are waving out, though. The second ones are just meh. Also, the coaches are green, so, you know what? This is the best iteration of the franchise so far. I love it. Peak. 10 out of 10.
Because every delivery,
You're doing splendidly.
every challenge,
I can do this.
and every adventure is better when friends work together.
I'm just gonna say Gordon is absolutely livid that he has to pull dirty trucks, and that I have to shut them probably too. It's so undignified. That is not my headcanon Gordon voice, by the way. I'm still deciding how I want him to say. Also, is that meant to be the connection to the Brendan branch? I guess they do have a reason to bring Boko back. Wow, what a terrific audience.
Thank you for being so helpful.
That's what friends do.
Thomas and Friends Railway Stories. Really Helpful Engines Special. Available on YouTube September 17th and Netflix September 30th.
Okay, so, let me just say, I'm not too opposed to Gordon's voice, as, shown here. I kinda like it, actually. I like how he sounds. He really does sound kinda fatherly in a way, and you know what? I like that. Okay? I like stuff in this trailer, okay? Leave me alone. The plot of this special seems like it's going to be about working together and, you know, probably, like they said, you know, it's better when friends work together. So they're probably showing that friendship is, dare I say, magic. So, to conclude this video, I want to talk about the two things that everyone is talking about. First off, the faces, which we've, like, already seen thanks to, the toys and that animation and promo image that Mattel put out in January. I'll be honest, this might be a controversial opinion, okay? This might be controversial, so lock in. Lock in. My God, I am really showing my age. So, this might be controversial, but seeing, like, the faces, like, talk and gesture and stuff makes me feel a little bit better about how this reboot will look, about how their new designs are going to look, you know? Like, I'm not totally opposed. I like the idea of colored irises, okay? Some of the faces, though, oh God, looking at you, James, they look, That's one. Secondly,
Hi,
the voices.
I'm Thomas the Tank Engine.
As I just mentioned, I do enjoy Gordon's voice, and I'm assuming this will be kind of like All Engines Go, where, like, you know, the bigger engines like Gordon, James, Henry, Edward, Emily, I know she's in this, and all the returning characters, we'll talk about that in a second, are going to be voiced by adults, while Thomas, Percy, Rosie, and maybe even Mia and Diesel are going to be voiced by children. And just by hearing the children actors, they aren't that bad. They aren't the worst. I'm not really a huge fan of child acting. I can't really be talking considering, you know, but I'm not the biggest fan of hiring child voice actors, or just actors in general. Lilo and Stitch. The remake, not the original. The original is peak. But they sound alright. Okay? They sound okay. Okay. Before this video wraps up, I want to talk about, stuff not involving this trailer, news about this reboot that we have gotten since my initial video at the end of January. People in the fandom may know this, but, people who aren't in the fandom, a lot of characters, a lot of forgotten characters are, going to be returning. We either have seen their diecasts, or people show receipts, from Walmart of the diecasts. Such returning characters include Boko. They only trademarked his name, but I mean, like, come on. Boko, Stepney, Skarloey, Rheneas, Sir Handel, Duck, Oliver, Toad, Mr. Oliver. That's just to name a few. And, what did they do to talk? But in all seriousness, it is fun to see, you know, what's in store for this year. You know, I just thought I'd maybe mention that. But yeah, final thoughts on this trailer? Not the biggest fan of some elements, but, you know what? I'm still going to keep my hopes up. As our Lord and Savior, the Unlucky Tug, said, if the show is bad, at least we have a good diecast line we can collect. Which I can't really do, since I bought a bunch of VHS tapes, even more DVDs, Rant. I'm not telling you how much this went for, but I'll just say, he's the boss. A CRT, a Nintendo 64, a SNES, a NES Game Genie, and quite a collection for said consoles. So yeah, to be financially responsible, I don't know, maybe I won't delve into the new toys. But ya never know.